Available now. Link below.
And now in our special report, we dive deep into the heart of a legal and political storm that's brewing over New York City, a storm that could change the landscape of American politics and business forever. New York Attorney General Letitia James has thrown down the gauntlet, threatening to seize the iconic buildings that make up Donald Trump's empire if he fails to pay a massive $350 million fine. This isn't just a legal battle, it's a showdown with far-reaching implications, not only for the former president, but for the very fabric of our nation's principles. As Trump prepares for his 2024 comeback, the stakes have never been higher. And what's really behind James' unprecedented move? Is this justice in action or a political vendetta carried out on the grandest scale? We'll uncover the truths hidden beneath the surface, the impact on New York business's landscape, and what this could mean for the future of our republic. You don't want to miss our final thought on why this saga matters to every American who believes in fairness and the rule of law. So stay with us for a report that promises to be as revealing as it is compelling. Now, before we dive deeper into today's explosive report, a quick word from our sponsors who make this critical journalism possible. Picture this, the market's turmoil mirroring the unpredictability that we're seeing in New York's legal showdown. As the feds pull back, echoing the way Letitia James is retracting the safety net from under one of America's most iconic entrepreneurs, the stock market reels much like the political fallout of seizing Trump's assets. In these uncertain times, doesn't it make sense to secure your financial future as Trump fights to secure his legacy? And this is where the Patriot Gold Group comes in. Just as Trump is planning his counter-move in the courts, it's time you made a smart move to protect your retirement. With the Patriot Gold Group, you're not just investing in gold, you're ensuring that when the market faces its next downturn, you are prepared. So don't wait until it's too late. Call that number on the screen, 888-857-9437 for your free investor guide. Patriot Gold Group, the top-rated gold IRA dealer 7 years running. Protect your future the way Trump fights for his. Call that number, 888-857-9437 today. Now, in an unprecedented move that's reverberated through the corridors of power from Wall Street to Main Street, New York Attorney General Letitia James has escalated her legal crusade against former President Trump to a level many are calling a gross misuse of legal authority. By threatening to seize Trump's iconic New York properties over a disputed $354 million fine, James has not only blurred the lines between legal enforcement and political warfare, but has also raised serious questions about the impartiality of her office and the potential for abuse of power. This isn't merely a legal dispute. It's a dramatic confrontation that could redefine the boundaries of political retribution in America. Trump, steadfast in his innocence, has been ensnared in what appears to many as a politically motivated vendetta spearheaded by an attorney general who seems more focused on personal vendettas than on justice. Now, the implications of James' actions are chilling, casting a long shadow over the principles of fairness and due process that are supposed to underpin the American legal system. Take a look.
If he does not have funds to pay off the judgment, then we will seek judgment enforcement mechanisms in court, and we will ask the judge to seize his assets.
Now to the ABC News exclusive tonight after Donald Trump was fined nearly $55 million in his civil fraud case. Tonight, New York State's Attorney General Letitia James saying she's prepared to seize Donald Trump's assets, including his buildings, if he doesn't pay the money. ABC's Aaron Katersky, one-on-one tonight with the Attorney General.
4 days after a judge ordered Donald Trump to pay $355 million for a decade of fraud, New York Attorney General Letitia James says she's prepared to do everything she can to make sure the former president pays his fine, including, she told us, seizing the buildings that bear his name.
If he does not have funds to pay off the judgment, then we will seek judgment enforcement mechanisms in court, and we will ask the judge to seize his assets.
Trump was held liable for exaggerating his wealth and inflating the value of his real estate so banks would give him low-interest loans. Trump insisted the banks liked doing business with him.
They said no victim, no one got harmed, the banks got paid back, so no harm, no foul. Why is that not the case in your view?
So financial frauds are not victimless crimes. He engaged in this massive amount of fraud, and it wasn't just a simple mistake, a slight oversight. The variations were wildly exaggerated, and the extent of the fraud was staggering.
Trump said the penalty against him would drive other businesses out of New York.
We'll appeal, we'll be successful, I think, because frankly, if we're not successful, New York State is gone.
But the state's attorney general told us she's not worried.
And last I checked, tourism is up and Wall Street is doing just fine.
Even with an impending appeal, Trump must either put all $355 million in escrow at the court or post a portion of it as a bond with interest. And David, tonight the Attorney General is telling us she is determined to make Trump pay, even if it means seizing this building or others long in the Trump portfolio. David?
Aaron Katursky with the exclusive interview tonight.
Absolutely unbelievable. Now, what you just saw underscores the gravity of James' threats, a stark reminder of the potential consequences of allowing political biases to dictate legal judgments. This isn't just about Trump. It's about the integrity of our legal system and the dangerous precedent set when an elected official can target a private citizen with such ferocity and apparent personal animosity. Now, James' approach has been criticized as being excessively punitive and indicative of a broader trend of legal overreach. Her actions have been perceived by many as an abuse of her position, leveraging the power of her office to settle political scores rather than uphold the law impartially. Now, this saga has exposed a disturbing possibility that personal and political biases can influence the execution of justice in New York. Moreover, the ramifications of this legal battle extend far beyond Trump and his business interests. The case has sent shockwaves through the business community, with many fearing that New York is becoming a hostile environment for entrepreneurs and investors. At a time when the state should be doing everything in its power to encourage economic growth and recovery, James' actions are driving businesses away, threatening the livelihoods of countless New Yorkers who rely on a vibrant economy. And Trump's response to this onslaught has been one of resilience and defiance. He's vocally criticized James' actions as an unparalleled political witch hunt aimed not just at punishing him, but at deterring him from a presidential run this year. Now, Trump's determination to fight back against what he views as a blatant misuse of legal authority is emblematic of his broader struggle against a political establishment that seems intent on silencing him and his supporters. Critics of James argue that her pursuit of Trump is not only a distraction from more pressing issues facing New Yorkers, but also a dangerous politicization of the Attorney General's office. They point out that her relentless focus on Trump from the moment she took office has been at the expense of addressing other critical issues such as crime, homelessness, and the economic recovery of the state. Now, the legal tactics employed by James have also been called into question. The staggering fine, coupled with the threat to seize Trump's properties, is viewed by some legal experts as disproportionate and indicative of an intent to intimidate and bankrupt Trump rather than to seek justice. This heavy-handed approach has led to accusations that James is acting more like a political operative than an impartial legal officer. Now, in the court of public opinion, the battle lines are clearly drawn. Supporters of Trump view this case as a litmus test for the rule of law in America, arguing that if a former president can be targeted in such a manner, then no one is safe from political prosecution. On the other hand, James supporters see her actions as a necessary check on Trump's alleged financial improprieties and a defense of the rule of law. As this legal drama unfolds, one thing is crystal clear. The outcome will have lasting implications not just for Trump, but for the very foundations of our American republic. It raises profound questions about the balance of power, the sanctity of the legal system, and the extent to which political animosity can influence justice. The saga between James and Trump is far from over, but its legacy is already being written. It's a cautionary tale about the dangers of politicizing justice and the need for a legal system that remains above the fray of political battles. As America watches closely, the ultimate judgment will not just be on Trump, but on the state of our republic itself. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. In this legal saga that is gripping our nation, what's truly at stake is more than just the future of Donald Trump's real estate empire. It's the sanctity of our republic's justice system. Letitia James' actions against Trump raise alarm bells for anyone who values fairness and impartiality in the application of the law. This isn't merely a battle over financial discrepancies. It's a litmus test for our republic, a question of whether political vendettas can overshadow the principles of justice and due process. As Americans, we must remain vigilant against the politicization of our legal institutions. The case against Trump transcends individual allegiances, serving as a stark reminder of the need for a legal system that operates free from political bias. Our republic was founded on the bedrock of justice and equality under the law, and we must demand that these principles are upheld lest we risk the very foundations of our republic.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.